Welcome back to Field Goals and Forecast here on WSBU 88.3 The Buzz. Ryan Adio alongside James Derrick, and I'm joined by a very special guest, former Bills center Mitch Morse.
How are
Mitch,
you guys?
I'm doing pretty well. Are you enjoying Radio Row so far?
I'll tell you what, it's been a humbling experience.
Okay.
It's been awesome. It's been very informative. The coolest thing is just how people feed into people. It's been very, for the most part. I mean, it can be slimy at times, but for the most part, they're just good folks.
Yeah.
Kind of bobbing and weaving, helping each other out. It's been a breath of fresh air. I myself am dying.
Okay.
I'm ready to go home and hug my children, but it's been great, man. It's been awesome.
When did you guys get in?
We got in Tuesday
Okay.
afternoon.
Yeah.
And went straight to a buddy's house to film an episode of our show. You know who Mac Jones is?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him a few times.
Yeah, so Mr. Misunderstood.
Yeah.
Great dude. And then it's been kind of full go since,
Yeah,
which has been a great. I think the networking thing more than anything. I'm sure you guys can attest to that. It's been pretty profound.
Yeah, absolutely. But I agree. We're getting there. I mean, we've been here for 5 days, and it's getting tired. But we're living right now. We're doing great.
Yeah,
I love it.
absolutely.
And we're here with you. So.
No, I actually have major beef with Ryan right now because he told us that we could leave like an hour later today to get here, and then
He's not gonna like that we said
immediately
that.
took that back and was like, "No, we got to leave at the normal time."
He's not gonna like that we
Are
said
you
that.
guys
Yeah,
staying in the downtown area? Or you
We
guys?
are South San Francisco, right
I need
by
to
the
explain
airport.
myself.
Yeah.
I never said that. I said we needed to leave at 7 a.m. and we didn't end up leaving till almost 7:30. He went around telling everybody that we could leave later,
I brought it up as an idea.
and everyone took that and ran with it.
All you need to sow is a seed of something, fellas.
And do you want to know who the last one down to the hotel this was?
Usually the person that gets voted.
Never been late.
Never been
Always
late?
on time.
Not late.
I say we're leaving at 7 a.m. I'm down there at 7
7
a.m.
a.m.?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Run along, Ryan.
I appreciate a man who comes out with conviction.
Yeah, he just wanted to defend himself. Yeah, he's like that.
fantastic.
But
No, yeah. I mean, so NFL honors last night. A, were you there? And B, how was it if you were?
So I was not there. That being said, I went to dinner, ran into some folks that were there. Listen, I think it's a real fun experience. I think it's a celebration of the game. All it does is grow.
yeah.
And the folks that got recognized, got the awards, I thought deserved them.
I think so too.
It was pretty profound. I think Matthew Stafford.
Absolutely.
his deal.
I'm so happy for him, man. I really am.
So I was last night 3 sheets to the wind,
Yeah.
and somehow got into the same room as him. So the thing is, his brother-in-law is one of my very good friends, Chad Hall.
Right.
He was a coach on the staff for 2 teams I was on for half my NFL career. And so for sure I was like, he's going to totally want to talk about this the night he wins the MVP. God bless him, he pandered. His wife, Chad's sister, was there. She was great. Matt, awesome guy. I think he's an exceptional football player. Getting the flowers he deserves, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I was happy for him.
Yeah, the MVP and then the Super Bowl a couple years ago. I just couldn't be happier for him since he left Detroit. But even in Detroit, I was rooting for him. I mean, it's just one of those feel-good stories.
Without a doubt, dude.
I've got a kind of tough question for you here. So you were drafted by the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Ended up playing, I would say, most of your career with the Bills.
Yeah.
When, obviously, Bills-Chiefs, that's the biggest rivalry of probably the 2020s at this point. How did it feel when you were going up against them? Was there extra, rivalry fire underneath you, or did you just handle it like a normal game?
Yeah, it's a great question. We played them so many times that the novelty wears off
year,
after.
yeah.
But
Seriously.
it's interesting because you share, listen, turnover in this business it's prevalent. I mean, right? Like you're going to lose 25% of your roster at minimum.
Right.
So by the time we were done playing him after my 5 years in Buffalo, there was only 4 guys left in the team. That being said, the relationships you make, not only the guys on the team, but the people who work there.
Yeah.
These are some of my best friends. So it's always before the game that's a little bit strange, but once you're in it,
right,
you go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I mean, you mentioned, you play him so many times, the novelty kind of wears off. I feel like as a fan, I was always annoyed to see the Chiefs on the schedule year after year because I was like, do you think they learned our secrets a little too much? They saw us too many times and we were able to learn
They got
some things.
something figured out.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you can't refute their success.
Yeah.
And as much as you want to take it, I mean, it's easy when you're on top to be like, I don't know if you can cuss on this show, but like, forget those dudes, right? Like,
yeah. I appreciate you not doing
yeah,
that.
of course.
It's going on the radio,
I got you
FCC.
Covered. I got you covered. The thing I will say is that, Coach Reed runs a real, not a tight ship, but those guys are on their X's and O's. What he does, he marries so well. His big thing is, of course, there's a standard you hold yourself to as a professional and how you execute and how you play, but also letting your personality show is so important to him. And to marry those both, it's a dance every single day. It's almost impossible, but he seems to do it, and that's why you see such success in the time that he's been there.
Yeah, I mean, kind of along those lines, Andy Reid, just an unbelievable coach. You're looking at Bill Belichick, not first ballot Hall of Fame. Do you have any opinions on that? I mean, I know we were big rivals with the Patriots for a long time, but you got to respect the guy.
Have to. I mean, you talk about a resume speaking for itself. I think everyone shared the same sentiment, and that was just a little bit silly.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just kind of who's the master of puppets who's gotten a weird power flex. I get the sentiment in regards to whatever, Deflategate or whatnot. I mean, they will be in next year. I unequivocally will be in.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit silly in my opinion.
It's a bit strange, I won't lie. But what is so difficult about playing those like mastermind coaches, Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, guys like that? What's so difficult about playing them?
Well, you hear in-game adjustments. It's not like some coach in a movie who's in the whiteboards like, this is what we're going to do at halftime. But it's the fact that these guys have done it for such a long time. They've seen about every single thing. They're not riding the ebbs and flows that are hard to do, especially in an emotional game.
Yeah.
They're tactical, and they surround themselves with folks who are killers. That they're not even players, but just the position coaches and how they run things. And there's a mysticism about it, and I think that's pretty unique.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you mentioned it's an emotional game. Do you have any sort of story where you feel like maybe your emotions got the best of you? I remember I got one technical in high school basketball. Did you have anything
that stuck
like
with
that?
You, didn't it?
Like not even NFL, like any sport ever.
Ooh.
Sports are.
Yeah, I mean, a
emotional.
few techs in basketball, which was my favorite sport. I love basketball. I couldn't play.
That's what we're known for. So
basketball. Yeah, absolutely, you are. It's fantastic at basketball school. I mean, listen, I remember. So Spencer Brown, the right tackle for the Bills. It was 2022, so it was probably second year. Mm-hmm. And we were playing the Baltimore Ravens. We were down by 15. We ended up coming back, maybe more than 15, winning that game, and we're going down to kick the game-winning field goal, but it's an inevitability unless we get a penalty.
Right.
Yeah.
And Spencer, what you love about Spence is that he's just his own. He lets his freak flag fly, talks wild stuff.
Yeah.
So he's talking to this guy, and this guy's trying to get a rise out of Spencer. For some reason, I lose my stuff on Spencer, and he's like, I lose it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, on my own teammate, but it's one of those things in sport. You don't take it too personally. You kind of sit down and have a good laugh about it, but even he was like, dude, what the hell happened to you? And I was like, I don't know, dude. The Holy Ghost took over. The Toradol's hitting me just the right way. It's a fantastic experience.
Was that pretty much the gist of that conversation? Is just like it's understood, just
yeah, we had a good chuckle about it. I mean, he also knows me. I mean, as quirky as I say he is, I'm 20 times quirkier, especially when it comes to sport. Like, it's a wild experience.
You kind of got out right before the Protector Award became came into fact. I mean, Deion Dawkins really founded that. What's your thoughts on that award? I mean, it really gives some shine to O-linemen.
Yeah, I was real proud of Deion. If you don't know him, I mean, he's an experience in itself talking to the guy, right? But he's so steadfast in what he believes in, and when he gets an itch in something, he's going to make sure it comes to fruition, right? So, yeah, it's a pretty thankless position, and I thought their ability to do that and the panel they have, and to give it to Joe, who has been doing it at an extremely high level for a very long time, I thought that might be the best person to give it to. So it'll be interesting to see how this kind of goes. I mean, I think they nailed it year one. It'll be one of those things that, how objective is it? How subjective is it? Is it one of those things you throw PFF in there because then it loses whole validity for me? I think PFF 100%. Can lick my butt.
I completely.
Hopefully
agree.
hopefully that's radio approved.
Agree. No, you can.
So we'll see. Well, I mean, it's awesome for the guys to get their flowers.
Yeah, I love it.
So I mean, you say it's a thankless position. Do you feel like that's kind of redefined how you see success? Is it not something that's always publicized?
Wow. Wow, that's a really good one. Yeah, I mean, success is. I mean, depending on the eye of the beholder, it's fairly subjective. There's some objectivity to it, right? Yeah, I mean, listen, we're self-deprecating degenerates who get just absolutely dumped on, and if your name's called, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. That being said, yeah, I still think success for me and for anyone, no matter what position you play, is just like defined by you go home at night when you're laying down and I got a good family at home, support at home. But yeah, it definitely sets your expectations. Anything good that happens to me, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop because I'm an offensive lineman and I'm just getting dumped on the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm going to ask you a question. If you don't want to answer, that's all right. I know you were really close with Coach McDermott, obviously. He was released after this season. What was his effect on you, and kind of what was his impact on you, and what was your opinion on kind of his release?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a tough question to ask, but you asked it very well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to have a different answer to this. For me, the first thing that stuck out in my mind was that you're more in the man.
Yeah.
Right? Because yes, it's a business and all this stuff, but the intimacy of the NFL it's unique, and especially in Buffalo, which is exacerbated because of the intimate setting of just Western New York. Right? I think of how he shaped me as a husband, as a father, as a man. His kindness in my journey, that we all have our struggles, and just how he met me and more than once on a level that wasn't about being a football player, but a human being, and that experience in itself is amazing. Is it the right move? Time
We'll
tells.
see.
Perspective
We'll
is a cruel mistress, and
Yeah.
it could be, it could not be. Regardless of if it is or if it's not, Joe Brady said it the best in his press conference, which was the last 9 years matter.
Yeah.
And what he did for that culture and for that place was pretty profound.
Yeah. I mean, he'll probably end up on the Bills Wall of Fame.
He's
going to
so.
be remembered forever.
Absolutely, there's no
regardless.
doubt.
Yeah, I mean, and you mentioned, Sean McDermott. He's had a role in, shaping you as a man. Who else in your life do you think, deserves a shout out for who you are today?
Who deserves a shout out? I mean, of course, I'm gonna remove my parents from because anyone can attest to this,
Yeah,
right? Like those are the folks that molded you, laid your foundation. It was amazing how lucky I was, not only being involved with players who are much better than myself who brought me along, but just like you can look at every level or facet of sport or life. There's one person who helped you get over that next hump. So, I mean, I think of my high school coach, David Ortiz. No, not David Ortiz. He's the best. Sorry, it's been a while.
I hear you.
David Ortiz might be it. No, Ben Ortiz. In college, it was my offensive line coach, Josh Henson, and then the professionals, there's so many. I mean, Andy Reid was the reason I was able to do this thing for as long as I can.
Yes.
Our bodies were, when you're pliable as a young man, and he trial by fire, and it was a baptism by fire playing for Andy Reid, and that's how you get better at football.
Yeah. Kind of a more lighthearted topic. What's the best player you've ever lined up against?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm going to do this. I'm going to remove, kind of like when for the parents, the role models.
Okay, yeah.
You could sit there and I could list you off 2 or 3, but Aaron Donald will always be the first to come to mind. He was a prolific football player, a guy you can't talk about the history of the NFL without mentioning his name, right? Dude, my rookie year, I remember just getting cooked over and over and over again. And by the end of it, every single player I was lining up against was so good, I was like, it's time to retire.
Yeah.
The one guy I did run into this week, and it was a defensive lineman that I played my first ever game in the NFL in the Chiefs. His name was Vince Wilfork. I don't know if you know.
Oh, man, come on.
Hey, Vince has lost about a whole Vince. He looks fantastic.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a tough matchup.
But I remember that being a very long day.
Yeah,
very long day.
And that he was on the Patriots at the time?
So he had just gotten to the Texans.
Just got to the Texans.
And he gave me work all damn day. It was crazy. Oh, sorry. He gave me work all day.
That's
as long as it's not the dirty F-bomb where it gets by, I got you.
All right. Another lighthearted question. We're Bills fans. You think Cooks caught it?
Do I think Cooks caught it?
It's a tough
question.
Now,
we could sit here and talk all day about that one.
Right, I'm sure.
And I think the thing is, the NFL wants us to talk about it because all it does
That's
is grow
true.
the game one
Sure.
way or another. I don't know if it's a catch or not, truly, but what I do know is that every guy in that locker room, regardless of if they thought it was a catch or not, wishes that they had performed to a way that it didn't come down to that.
Right.
way.
Yeah.
You turn the ball over 5 times in the NFL,
Yeah.
it's almost impossible to win. So it was it a catch? I think so. Was it not? Could have been. I
Right,
don't know.
right.
I'm not going to sit here and
Too
pound
late
fist.
now.
Eh,
Too late now.
Nothing I can do about it now,
Right,
pal. Willie
exactly.
Nelson. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm all good.
All right, very last thing. We're here at the Super Bowl, Radio Row. Seahawks, Patriots. Who you got, and what's the
Oh
score?
man, I hate this, dude.
I'm sorry.
No. It's a great question. I hate my answer.
All right.
I think you know where it's going to
I
go.
think
so
I hate your
man.
answer too.
I think New England's going to figure it out and do it.
Really?
I do.
There's not a lot of people that say New England.
I know.
I'm serious.
I know. I'm just telling you, dude. They thrive on, dude. A little seed of everyone versus us versus the world is pretty remarkable in this
Yeah,
league, and
yeah.
what Mike Vrabel's done and what they've done. If Drake May can limit mistakes, it's going to come down to both quarterbacks limiting mistakes. That being said, when I first saw this matchup, I was a little bit bummed out. But then the more you thought about it, the more you think about it, what a great Super Bowl game this is going to be, because there really is. It's a toss-up. Both teams are built very similarly.
Yeah.
And it's going to come down to the limitation of mistakes, and I think that's going to be exceptional.
Yeah, I love it. Well,
Hey, I
thank
appreciate
for
you guys are
sitting down.
fantastic
I
at this.
appreciate
Thank you.
it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Absolutely.
That will do it here for Field Goals in Forecast. Thank you for listening to WSBU 88.3 The Buzz. Welcome back to Field Goals in Forecast for the